Right, I've just come off the most horrific session on Silver Run where everything went wrong. So I've come on to Purbeck because I knew, you know when you know that the session's not going to go well beforehand, but you think, well, it's Silver Run's time. I was thinking it's turn. I've got to go on Silver Run, but my instinct said I'm just not up to a big, massive. Yeah, a big session, and it was, of course, loading up $1 million worth of clothes. So it was, and it's on the most unlevel ground that is possible to exist. And of course, I ran into trouble. I've always known it was difficult, but of course, it was on a massive scale, and it's not. Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. Yes. No. Yeah. So I just thought, you know. Which is the... that is right. That's really quite strange. It doesn't look right. Yeah, now these are going to be, unless I'm exceptionally lucky, the other bags, the seed ones, they're not going to play ball. Yeah, they're really, every now and again you can just get those. So unless we're very, very lucky, we won't. Yeah, I'm just going to grab the trailer and grab the header from up at the... Yes, I've come on to Purbeck. Right, now we don't want to attach. Yeah, I've got to come away from the attach and let go. Brilliant. So I may have to drag these off. And these actually don't like even being dragged either. They're almost like ethereal. Almost. Occasionally you can grab them if you're very lucky. And I don't know that tonight's going to be that night because I've already just come off one Let's Play. I just wanted to relax a little bit. Oh, will it? It will. Yeah, fantastic. And we'll probably push the other one if it'll let me. And yeah, they're not very good at being pushed, these ones. Oh, well, that looked reasonable enough. Oh, you see, I got it then. It did the attach sign. It's a nightmare. Right, now then, what are we going to do? Are we going to... Well, we've got to take the trailer. We've got to. Yeah, we can't not. Yeah, I think I'm going to go buy an object storage. I do really think that's fantastic. And having tested it now on a couple of Let's Play... Oh, it's going to go straight through it. On a couple of Let's Plays, we're going to go big on every Let's Play, really, with the... Oh, it has done that thing where it goes into the... Had this on, what, Agres, I think, where it shifts around for ages. Right, we need to move it before it does weird things. Yeah. You see, people go on about realism, and there are things, mechanics at play that just... defeat realism. Yes. Well, no, actually, I must admit the Silver Run situation was... It was one of those situations where you thought, I've known this is uneven forever. I can't do anything about it because it's on 3 different levels. And you thought, well, I've just got to make do with a good situation, or with a, you know, make good of the bad situation that it is. There's nothing I can do about it. I've just got to crack on. And I did, but it just got worse and worse. It really did. And in the end, I just thought, you know when you get those nights where I just thought, stop the recording and just go on another Let's Play. Yeah, one that's not so stressful. Yeah, and I must admit, coming on Purbeck, it is just, yeah, it's a pleasure. Don't get me wrong. I mean, yeah, it's work on any Let's Play, obviously, but now this one we need to go really wide. But yeah, this one, it's soothing to the soul. I think some of it is. I did say this yesterday. It's real eye candy. It really is. It's lovely to be on a green, and the weather's nice. It's July. The sun's shining. Just takes you to that sort of place where you want to be. And of course, being reminded of home. You know, like your home. Like, I can understand why an American person would like to play on an American map. And obviously I think that's probably why English people probably favour English maps, Polish people favour Polish maps, because it's a piece of home. Doesn't mean to say you don't want to change and you don't want to have a go on I mean, I do a European English and American map. But there are sometimes you need that little bit of home. And tonight was one of those times. Yeah, so we're going to get a harvest done instead. Yeah, we'll grab the... I think we'll just grab the entire harvester. Yeah, because the one thing I have always said is when you stick the harvester on this, the height of the header is well above the height of almost any vehicle. So it's actually quite safe for it to be on the back of this with the header on. If that makes any sense at all. Yeah, I was very nicely surprised last time. Obviously the influx of money, I wasn't sure, but yeah, that is brilliant. I wasn't sure of the value of logs on this map either. Oh wow. Right, so now we need to... Yes, it is that one. Right, let's get that lot on here and we'll stick the Zeta on follow. No, I don't think there's going to be enough room on it. Yeah, obviously I've gone for a smaller trailer. This is up to a 50-foot with extension with the... Ooh, that is still quite... Ooh. Wow. I think we may need extensions on this. I don't somehow think with the width of that is going on there. Wow, it has got wide front wheels actually. We could do extensions if we wanted to shift vehicles. It's not a bad idea, I suppose. Well, let's do it. Yeah, I would prefer to do that than yeah, than not. Let's stick that and let's customize it without smashing the Zeta, preferably. Yeah, I had a bit of a kerfuffle. I think it is. You have good and bad days in the office, you do, truthfully, and I just, you know yourself as well when you're... Why are you not... Yeah. When you're having a bad day, and yeah, no, so it's not conscience, is it? Your insight. Yeah, it did sort of say, oh, I bet you any money that thing is right. Yeah, where that is. I'm not going to be able to get it, am I? Because you get the fasten tension belt, the sign. Yeah. Yeah, you do. You get that warning that you know, and then sometimes you stupidly ignore it, as I did. Now, actually, I do need to be in the thing, though. Really, that's probably okay. Somewhere about here. Yeah. There we go. Side rails, no. Log poles, no. Extensions, yes. Fantastic. Aha. No, now that's the point, really. The extensions are all good and proper, but how is it supposed to get onto the extensions when its ramp is still small? That's the one thing I would like to know. That's a good question, actually. Yes, I would like to know this too. Can I reverse onto it? Because its back wheels are tiny, but then that's still not really going to fix anything. Oh, that's got some hidden... Yeah, it is true. We're still going to have to go up. But I do have a point. Well, that's... Yeah, that is one way. It did sort of work, I've got to be honest. Now that is going to probably drag my camera to it. Let's climb down. And no, we cannot get the Zeta on the back of that. Absolutely not. Now, I'm not sure that's going to like that. 30, it's only about the same weight, really, and obviously wheels do assist. So let's stick this on follow and hope that we all get home in one piece. Yeah, yeah, it is true. We're going to be ferrying, so we are going to go into a time lapse because there's a lot to harvest, in truth. Fantastic. Let's get this show on the road, hopefully without too much ado. Yeah, we'll keep it at that sort of angle as well, because it is. Good job this isn't much bigger though, because I've got to be honest, if it was a much bigger harvester, I'm not quite so sure the Unimog would cope with this. Yeah, the extensions seem a good idea, but you know, like they don't half come an awful long way over, and then you've got to be careful of the header. This is still, to me, seems rather a bad idea. But I suppose, yeah, such wide loads do exist on English roads, but I do think we're going to have to make a mad dash for this bridge if we can get the steam up to go. Yeah, this is about the limit of the Unimog. It really is. Now, what is that strange noise? It's got to be the harvester. Will this go through the gateway is the question that has just popped into my mind. Now, I concur with this question. I'm not sure that it will. Oh well. In for a penny, in for a pound. Well, the good news, the Zeta is managing to follow us okay. Oh, do you know, sometimes this game, like real life, is fun. I suppose a wise person may allow it to go in the field the traditional big way. Right, I don't think that's a bad idea actually. Look at the stonework, it is beautiful. Right, yes, I know, we're coming now. Thank you very much, young lady, for your assistance. We will quickly get you out of the way. And we're going to offload this. And of course the traffic, unlike in real life. Oh, you are blocking my way. How am I supposed to get off that? Oh, do you know? Yeah, this is true. Yes, I apologise for the certain... Yeah, now this is going to be fun. How am I supposed to not damage crop with half a ton of cars? Right, I know what we're going to do. Right, we shall not cheat. We're not going to switch the cars off, but we're going to get out of the way and take all of our vehicles back. And yeah, let this lot clear up, and then we shall go forwards and yeah, get our harvester into a good position. Now then, how do I get those extensions in? I think it's that key. Right, sorry, intense concentration going on. Right, hopefully by the time we get back, all of that traffic will be gone. I'm not sure if the Zeta's in the way. If it is, then it will not have shifted. Right, I do believe We need this. Yeah, I'm chuffed with where this has gone. That influx of money really seriously did help us out enormously. Still need a silo though at some point, and being as this seems to be the farming side of the operation, then I would say that it really should be down this end. Oh wow, that I didn't realise it did that when it got close to some product. Now then we shall, yeah, well, when the headland's been done, we'll literally go into the field, I think. Please tell me the traffic has not gone at all, because the Zeta is in the way. Okay. It's quite an agile little thing, this is. I do like it. I've got this on Silver Run as well. Obviously it is only 75 horsepower, that's something you've got to remember, but it is a nice little tractor. It's not my favourite Zeta though. Yes, my favourite Zeta is the little 10,000 one that I've had on many a Let's Play, sometimes as my lead tractor. Yeah, the starting tractor. When things have been tight, often the little Zeta has been my greatest ally, so I have got quite a soft spot for that one. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Smashing. Right, let's get this course set up. I'm going to just set the course up off camera, and then we're going to get cracking. See you in a minute. Right, we have Farmer Girl leading the charge, so we shall let her. Yeah, I've set the course 4.7 meters it reads, so it's not far off the 5.1 header. Actually, I did think it looked a little bit large. Yeah, when we can afford it, well, I suppose we could afford it really. Perhaps, yeah. I don't know why I didn't stick the cab on. I just thought it was quite nice to have one to begin with. We will have it fitted though, because it really is highly not ready for an English map. I can't think that I would ever see a one of those without a cab really in Britain. Right, I've set up the self-unload and all that type of thing as well. Yeah, we are. I'm trying to think what we're going to do, whether we're going to go loose or whether we're going to have it. I think we'll have a baler. We have got a telehandler after all said and done. Right, so I've got self-unload on, and yeah, I don't know. It's got, now the thing I did like about this was the size of the tank. I think it was a 5-tonner. I think it was. I do really quite like that. Yeah, absolutely amazing. Farmer Girl looks a little bit plasticky. Yeah, the graphics don't seem to be very detailed on the face, but I suppose they're normally in caps. So yes. Yeah, I think that is about 5,000 litres by the look of that. Right, I am going to say my words, yeah, because we have got quite a bit to do. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. think for this session, this is it. Yeah, I've thoroughly enjoyed it though. I've got to be honest, it took an absolute age. Obviously it says very small harvester, but it really is nice. I love the fact that it's open. Yeah, it really is. I really have enjoyed it. It's nice to see the workers as well outside rather than enclosed in an enclosure all the time. It's very un-English, but then again on a nice day like this, it's not a bad thing. When the rain comes later, but then again, who harvests in the rain? You'd sheet this one over, wouldn't you? Let's be honest. But yeah, it is. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. It will take a second session though to do the little fields, because yeah, it has taken an absolute age. So yeah, I've been racking my brains all the time. I've been doing this and watching the workers and trying to get the best camera angle and then taking over. I was thinking about where do I go. I always do the BGA and I thought I don't want to do that. I might do the fertilizer one. I might, where we're not doing the BGA at all. So that means we're going to have to produce. I'm tempted to use the French dovecote to make straw into manure. But it'll need ramping up a bit. Its natural thing is a little slow. So yeah, I'm just trying to think, doing something a little bit different. We'll just quickly clear a little bit of a way into the fields. And yeah, I was quite nicely surprised by, yeah, so the straw, I think that's what we're going to be doing. I'm not sure how I'm going to collect the straw. Right, let's just clear a little bit of a way into the field, and we will leave this ready to rock and roll for next session. Yeah, well, I think we're going to do this one ourselves, if I'm honest. Do you know something? I am. Let's do it. Let's get it done. Let's get this particular thing. It would be nice to get this done and to try and beat the rain. I'm going to do it myself. I'm not. Yeah, just good old fashioned, and we'll have a chat while I'm doing it. And this I can actually. Yeah, but let's zoom in a little. I do seem a little bit out. Yeah, it's would be nice to get the task finished. It would. Yes, I've been racking my brains to see where do we go, and I do think. Yeah, I always go. I was thinking immediately going to BGA start, and I thought. But you always do the. I know. Don't get me wrong. It is. Yeah, there's only so many limited ways you can go with anything, or where you're making someone else money. So obviously the BGA does crop up in an awful lot of farming. It is. I mean, yeah, I do it. Not almost every single Let's Play. But I thought let's do this a little bit differently. We've got the wood yard. I'd like to bring that in a lot more. I would. I really don't want that to just feature slightly. So I think we probably will pull in a couple of the platinum expansion things to do that. But obviously we're still going to produce straw and things like that. If only straw. I'm determined I'm not going to do grass. So I'm not going to do. I could obviously go create this straw to silage, but again that would then mean BGA, or we sell it to someone else and make them profit. So I'm thinking straw to manure. I've never done a composter. I'm not sure of the value of compost. That's another option, to sell compost. Again, it's something different. It is. It all depends. I know it's more expensive than what I'm used to sort of doing, but then so was the best fertilizer plant that it took me quite a few sessions to actually realise, and looking at all the different stats on them, that actually the one that was 100 grand, there was some for 30 and 50, still good, but the one that shone more than any, that had more options than everything else, was 100,000. Sometimes you've got to pay a little bit more to get the best out of something. So the cycles were better. You got more of more back for your thing. Because I always do try to insist that unless it's an input like say the raisins that we're going to have to do for our Otis building to produce that, then obviously that's a little different. It's not something realistically that in England you could really do. So therefore I'm trying to play this realistically and buy the one input. But apart from that, I'd like for it to represent our efforts. Obviously the honey this time is a little bit on the short side. We may have to buy some honey as in from outside, where that's going to cost us, but obviously we are ramping up our own honey, and we'll ramp up our own. Yeah, we literally want to get almost self-sufficient. I've never really done that in the early days when I was doing sugar mills, which was my first business, and then I did the oil mill because that was quite lucrative. Never really. Yeah, you would Although the other thing is as well, you've got to have more than one. You can't just do sunflowers in an entire set of just sunflowers, because that's what you do. Because we've got crop rotation on, so you can't just put sunflowers in the same fields, or you're going to take a nasty hit. So yeah, there's obviously there's that as well. So you've got to have at least a couple of irons in the fire. So you could even rotate. I don't even know if you can rotate just two like that. I'm not sure whether it's. Well, we shall find out, because it is true. Really, obviously, we could put the oats this year in this, and it could be corn next year. But I'm not sure if... Well, again, playing with that mod, we shall see what it says, what the rotation gives us for the second year, if we go back to the original crop that we had in the field, or whether we still take a hit. Yeah, it's not... Crop rotation's not like seasons of old, where well, I don't know that I ever understood to that extent, really. I mean, crop rotation, I think that's a nod in the right direction for realism. Again, I'm trying to be as absolutely realistic as if we are a real farmer as much as possibly we can do. Within, obviously, the physics of the game as well. Yeah, I am going to add that, because obviously, I mean, I don't plough around corners and things like that. But there are certain things that, again, it may be a real farmer would do things differently, that I'm unaware of what they would do. So I can only play to the best of my ability and within the game mechanics, but also do what I know is realistic. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure how we're going to lift it. Whether we're going to bale it. I'm not sure if the French dovecote can cope with bales. I only did loose. So if it would. I think what we should do is probably a test, maybe lease a baler and drop a bale into one at the end of a session where we put the old French dovecote, to see what we need to do, because it's the only real way on this game that you can test whether something's going to work with something else. So yeah, we may do that kind of a test, so that it never really happened, but also it's a bit of a mod review per se as well, and also to see if it would work. I know the Omatana, which is my usual partner of choice, but that won't do. I don't think it does straw to manure. Now, does it? But then I thought we were going to do the fertiliser. Yeah, that's it. I'm still not 100%. I'm still thinking, right, keep your eye on the... Yeah, we're nearly there. I don't want to be ploughing through and wrecking the fields. Yeah, it is true. The fertiliser would do straight straw to manure, and then manure to fertiliser. So maybe that is the... Yeah, it's 100,000. We've got that. We could do that, really. And it was only ever going to be straw. I've got the additional straw, mod on, so we're going to get straw from everything. Obviously, some things are bigger than others. But yeah, we've got to do corn and... Right, oh, now that was... Yeah. Now let's go grab the trailer. I think we're going to get all of this in, if I'm honest. Yeah, so it's options, I'm thinking. I really am. Because obviously the other thing is the fertiliser plant is only as good as... Oh, wow. I'm not sure we are going to get it all in. We're only doing our stuff, so it's not going to bring in an absolute fortune. If we're processing straw to manure and then manure to fertiliser, it's only going to be the tonnage that we supply. So it's not like... You've got, I mean, of course you can go big eventually, but what I'm trying to say is off our little fields now, everything's going to bring in some money, but it's not going to make us absolutely rich, which nothing does straight away. It is always, on Farmer Simulator, hard work and multiple things that actually makes your fortune. Right, let's put that pipe out. Yeah, this trailer is a tad high for this, really. It really is. It's got big wheels. I never realised you can just go over the corner. So it's okay. It's, yeah. I think that's going to fill it. So yeah, I mean, we could take this straight to our place. We could take 20 tons, I suppose, and then I know how we could do this. We could dump the yeah, but I still think we're going to have more than the 3,600 for the back. but we can try that. I seriously do think that that is going to be more, in which case even dumping that is going to be of no good, and then we may as well just take that straight to the Otis building. Oh, it doesn't hurt. I'm being silly, aren't I? But I think we'll do that next session, because really I am pretty much out of time. Yeah, as in I've got work in the morning. So yeah, and you can see the time, so yeah, I don't want to be ultra late. I have to get up fairly early, so unless I wake up in the night, and then I may well finish this. Yeah, so I'm going to finish my silver run, but that's going to be a bit like the Rogue River Valley. It's going to be a big one. There's going to be quite a lot of money, because there's like a lot. I mean, a lot of clothes. Well, it's 1 million, so there's an awful lot of clothes to drop. I know, as I said, the one I'm doing at the minute is the worst one. It's got really horrible access, and it's really topsy-turvy. It's not straight, not level at all, so it is causing me an absolute nightmare. And there isn't really an easy, again, because I don't do auto load. I'm insisting on realism that I always manually thing. It is causing me problems, and if I'm going to do that going forwards, I think I'm going to have to insist that I do things a little bit more level. So that I've got to learn lessons from this, that we can't leave ourselves in this position. I don't know that there's much I can do on Silver Run, because it's like on 2 different levels, so I don't really think there's much I can do to fix the situation. I think I've just got to grin and bear it. But yeah, I think going forwards, if I'm going to insist that I am always manually loading, then that I'd like to stick to that. I really would. I don't mind the semi-automatic bait. We might actually do this with a 3600. Looking at this, if we do, we will dump the can't remember if it's lime or whatever. I think we're going to do it, so in which case we will do exactly that. We shall take our entire thing, and yeah, wow, we will. We've done it, and there's no way that's not going to be less than 3600. So we should dump the loose. I'm going to need to sort of store, I mean, I'm not sure that the Joskin. Well, we'll try it. I'm going to say I've got a lot of questions, and if not, I'll buy a bucket. It's not the end of the world. We have at least at the minute now got money, so I've cleaned this up as I've gone along, so that's going to be good. We've got the straw, obviously, and as I said, I'm not sure what way we're going to go, whether we do bale or what we're using, what partner we're using. So yeah, it really is whether we go compost or whether let's switch that off and let's do that. Yeah, whether we go compost or whether we go and sell fertilizer and build a fertilizer plant. Oh, no, you won't do that. That's not going to work. It's already full. Yes, it is. This is true. Right, let's get the drop that off for 1 second, and let's drop it is fertilizer. Right, we're going to need to do something with this. I hate dropping stuff in the yard and just dumping it on the ground all the time. It's horrible. Yeah, I'm wanting to move away from that type of thing, but I've got no other choice at present, because we haven't got anything. Yeah, we need a silo. We can afford a silo, but again, I've got to be careful, because it's all, we don't really know what way we're going to go. Obviously, there's going to be no, or is there? Do we do other crops and diversify as well into other businesses? I've got a lot of things to think about. Should all go in there quite nicely. And then the last job, we're going to take this down to the Otis building, and that is where we're going to leave it. Fantastic. See that little Unimog? Absolutely amazing. Again, saves the day. Yeah, it is. I do this one thing I am loving about this. It's very, very different. Always forget the right one for doing the cover. Always have to faff around. Yeah, so that is our first harvest on Purbeck. It is, and like I say, I'm quite pleased because we're going a completely different way than I would normally go. We're going with the productions that we've been given, and obviously we're also going to diversify straight away. Just not sure yet which way we're going to go. Again, I'd love to hear from yourselves. If you would like to see a specific thing, then by all means, yeah, please leave me a comment. And yeah, the only thing I always do is, which is rather annoying, sometimes you don't get a comment. Yeah, it is a difficult one, because if I come on next time and I've got to have decided what I'm doing, but whoa, okay, yeah, the only thing that I'm not is, this is a really long bar, which is not brilliant for this. Now I think I can probably just about squeeze past you, car, if you don't edge forward. And I was right, just about. Now I'm not sure I'm going to scrape that. No. Yeah, it's not sure that it's... I think we need a shorter bar, if I'm honest, than this. But although, I don't know, we've managed. Yeah, it is very long though, I am right on that. Again, it's probably suited to the American maps because it was a grain thing from one of the Mack trucks. So again, sometimes you make a decision and you don't always think it through. I needed a trailer and I thought, oh, it is a good trailer, but is it a good trailer for an English map? Sometimes you've got to suit your surroundings a little bit better. Although, I think we're alright. That's a lovely... Look at that. The fisherman grain cell. No, we need this. This has got to go to our production. Yeah, the other thing is, obviously we've got to wait for quite a few months before we switch. There's no point in doing this right now. We're just going to waste money producing, and yeah, we can't. The other thing is, the train is the train actually active? I mean, I know it's active, but what I mean is it a train we can actually use? On the original Purbeck it wasn't. It was just, well, on FS19 anyway, it didn't do anything. Or did it? No, I don't think it did. I was on Purbeck enough that I think it was just... Now then, we've got... Yeah, we don't want the grain door on oars, do we? We want... Now, why is that not... It's strange. I don't know if it's the Unimog or it's... Yeah, I think I'm going to have to detach and then see if I can... Ah, no, I'd got the wrong button. I was doing the wrong bumper. Right, so then where do we dump this? I would say... I would say this at the back, looking at that. Or maybe there, where that grate is. Perhaps. I would say I would say that is probably it. I think the grate has been left as a bit of a visual clue, which is what I usually do myself for this type of thing. Or it could be. Yeah, let's try to... Okay. Do you know something? Yeah, I do say this, it is true. Sometimes you've just got to stop. You've just got to crack on and switch it on sometimes. Once we know where it is, that's all we need to know, isn't it, really? Oh. Well, I cannot see anything popping. We should still be able to put that in, even if it's not active, sure. Ah. Aha. Oh, my life. Wow. That's going to be a bit of a challenge, to say the very least. Oh well. Well, yes, that's what did I say? This was the yes. This is. I'm very grateful. This is the last job. Right. Let's give you all a laugh, because that's a little bit tight. Still, drivers have to do that every single day, like that. So let's give it a good shot. Yeah, you can get a bus down there easily. Ooh, we've got to sort of go around the corner though, without hopefully scraping a wall. Not too bad. I can't remember how slow. That's not too bad. Yeah, I've seen an awful lot worse. Why not back though? Why grains? Or I think I ought to have. Well, I don't never know how to find the beacons, and I've switched the beacons and somehow done left indicator. Right. Let's put this round here, and we're gonna, drop our 3 tons off as well. Left hand side. Yes, I was I was going to bring the honey, and I got to put the trailer down there, and I thought, I don't somehow think that we really need a trailer to take that one little tiny bit of honey. I think we'll probably just take the telehandler. Because I'm not sure that's going to go an awful long way. Well, there we go. I'm going to leave that there. Yeah, we shall take these back next time, and yeah, we've finished our first harvest. Do we go on till next month? Remind me, there was a actual baler, but no, it's gone. It has gone. Do we go until I would like to push it on a little bit. It's not going to hurt. We will sleep until the morning, I think, and we'll look at the sales, and we'll leave it at that. We are obviously, yeah, it is true. I am also wondering with the furniture business, because that whether to ramp that up or whether to buy the lots and ramp that up. But then we've already got the original, so I think I'm right. I don't really want to go outside of the fact that we've already got it. It is a very, very minute amount of income. That is true. Right, all my life, our property maintenance is very, very much outstripping our Reich. Now, we have got the other trailer as well. It is true. Why don't we go? It probably does suit the map a little bit better. It's got a much shorter. And we have a Massey Ferguson, which we have already got a telehandler. So do you know? And yeah, we've already got transport as well, so we're going to leave it there. Yeah, we have another trailer, which is probably, it is true, when you do look at that monster, it is amazing. We've done well to get it through, but it is going to cause, I do love the way that it reverses back though. It is nice for that, but it is a very long drawbar, and I've actually remembered the right word this time. Yes, it is a very long drawbar, so I'm not sure, do we have a look at its value? I know it's not going to be worth a lot, but it's more about realism. Tell you what we're going to do. Yeah, and it's again not because I don't like it. I just think it is true. We're across the road. I think we're going to swap this, get the most that we can for it. We know that's not a lot, and I know I've lost money on it, but I just think I have made a bit of a mistake. My mistake on choosing that trailer that I don't think is terribly well. I mean, it's no, the right, when you think about it, is, yeah, it's taller though. That's the only bad thing. I'm not sure it's gonna. Yeah, the Harvester, we might need to knock it down to the 16 tonner and use the other one as well. But I think we will sell this one, not because I don't like it either. I really do like it. I think it suits. That drawbar is exceptionally large, and I know we could just about manage it, but again, it's more about playing to your. Yeah, we got a little bit more, nearly 9,000. Shame, it really is. And let's switch that interactive zone markers off, which for some reason I have on the wrong page. I don't know how I got there. Right, so then let's just repair the wrong way, and then we're going to leave it. Yeah, so that's, I think it is more in keeping with the map. It is going to be, with it having such a short drawbar, it is going to be easier to we could actually do that. That is true. We could take that back. But then again, if I'm going to do any more liming contracts, which they can be quite good money spinners. I do seem very incapable of. Yeah, I do love these trailers. They're they are a little bit expensive on a normal. I mean, we've actually this time we could probably have afforded it. Yeah, because we have that. We have earned some money. Right, so then. And that is where we're going to leave it. So we've got a new trailer, a replacement for the other one. Yeah, it is a lot shorter. I was going to say it's still a long drawbar, but it's not. That's about right for it. It's got to be reasonable, because when it turns, it's going to hit the back of that if it's not long enough. Anyway, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope that you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.